Can one journey give you rivers, forests, tea gardens, mountains, monasteries, and even the sunset beside the Nepal border? In this episode, we travel through Murti, Samsing, Bindu, Mirik, and Gopaldhara, some of the most beautiful, hidden gems of North Bengal. Stay till the end, because this journey becomes more magical with every turn. Welcome to Whispers of the Earth. On the 22nd of June 2024, in the evening, we boarded the Kanchankona Express from Jaldhaka station, beginning our much-awaited journey to North Bengal. As the train moved deeper into the northern landscape, the scenery slowly transformed. Tea gardens stretched endlessly. The mighty Teesta River appeared beside us, and, from the train window, we could even catch a distant glimpse of the famous Coronation Bridge. Sometimes, the journey itself becomes the destination. We arrived at New Mal Junction on the 23rd of June at around 9:30 in the morning. Soon after boarding our cab, we stopped at a roadside stall for a simple but satisfying breakfast: hot puri, sabji, sweets, and tea. Nothing tastes better than breakfast on a travel day. After about half an hour of driving, we reached our stay, Banani Eco Tourism Center, managed by the West Bengal Forest Development Corporation. The campus was beautiful, peaceful, and surrounded by nature. Just behind the property, the majestic Murti River flowed in full glory. From the first floor balcony itself, the river offered a breathtaking view. The rooms were spacious, clean, and comfortable. The staff were warm, generous, and extremely helpful. It felt like the perfect beginning. After refreshing ourselves, we stepped out to explore. Within just 5 minutes of walking, we reached the banks of the Murti River, the heart and soul of this place. People were relaxing under the trees, enjoying green coconut water, while children played nearby. We walked down to the riverbed, stood among the stones, and simply listened to the sound of flowing water. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. After lunch, around 3 p.m., we started for sightseeing towards Samsing. The road through Chalsa was absolutely beautiful, curved roads passing through endless tea gardens. At 4 p.m., we reached Samsing viewpoint. Below us, the Murti River flowed gracefully through the valley, like a silver ribbon between green hills. The elevated view was truly magical. Our next destination was Rocky Island. Just 12 minutes later, we arrived. Rocky Island is a serene offbeat destination, beside the Murti River, famous for its massive smooth boulders, scattered across the riverbed. We climbed down through a nearby homestay stairway and entered a world shaped by rocks, river, and silence. Walking over giant boulders and standing close to the rushing Murti River was an unforgettable experience. Nature here feels raw, untouched, alive. That evening became even more special. We arranged a Vawaya folk music performance by a local cultural group. I will present their full performance in a separate video. In this episode, I'm sharing only a glimpse of that beautiful evening. On the 24th of June, after tea and breakfast, we started again at 10:30 in the morning. Our journey passed through the Chapramari Wildlife Sanctuary area. Soon, the road turned toward Jhalong and Bindu. The route was thrilling, winding mountain roads, forests, rivers, and occasional sightings of coffee plants with ripe coffee seeds. At 11:30 a.m., we reached Jhalong. The roadside viewpoint offered a stunning view worth every second. By 1:05 p.m., we arrived at Bindu, the last village of West Bengal. Located on the Indo-Bhutan border, Bindu is peaceful, scenic, and deeply memorable. From here, we could clearly see the famous Bindu Dam, also known as the Jaldhaka Dam, one of India's oldest hydroelectric projects. Small local stalls sold hats, Bhutanese chocolates, pickles, handicrafts, and local snacks. We stopped for tea, and then came a wonderful surprise, a local fried delicacy called kale. Stuffed with cabbage, onion, ginger, and wrapped beautifully in dough before being fried to perfection, simple ingredients, unforgettable taste. On our way back, we stopped at Jhalong River Nature Resort. Crossing a small bridge, we entered a serene riverside property where the Jhalong River flows just steps away. Back at our resort, lunch at 4 p.m. included the famous Baroli fish, often called the Hilsa of the Teesta, fresh, delicate, and delicious. And then, nature gifted us one more unforgettable moment, a large flock of cows crossing the river, a simple village scene, yet deeply emotional, a true portrait of rural India. The next morning, we spotted a peacock on the opposite bank of the river, one final blessing before departure. At 10:15 a.m., we left Murti, taking one last look from our balcony. Our next destination, Gopaldhara near Mirik. Rain welcomed us in the Savok area. The drive passed through Malbazar, Savok, Tingling, Matagara, and Mirik.
Turn right onto Matigra, Kurseom Road, Mirik Road.
Tea gardens returned beside us as we entered Mirik. Clouds, pine trees, mountain slopes, and tea plantations made the landscape look like a dream. At 2:45 p.m., we reached Makhamali Homestay, a beautiful stay tucked in the lap of nature. Our room had a balcony opening toward tea plantations and distant mountains. Lunch was served hot and fresh by our host, with remarkable warmth and hospitality. This was not just hospitality, this felt like home. During our evening walk, just a short distance away, we found the statue of Krishna Bahadur Mukhya, freedom fighter and Azad Hind Fauj veteran, who served as driver to Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose. Clouds covered the area, then slowly lifted, revealing the beauty hidden beneath. By evening, from our balcony, the lights of Mirik on one side and Darjeeling on the other sparkled like stars. The next morning brought rain and luck. While returning from a tea shop, where we tasted premium local tea, we spotted something rare. A Himalayan crocodile newt, also known as a Himalayan salamander, slowly crossing the road, a rare and precious sighting. Moments like these make travel unforgettable. After lunch, first, we visited the viewpoint of Gopaldhara Tea Estate. Tea plantations, covering hilly slopes, crowned by pine trees, the view was mesmerizing. Then came the road toward Tingling, perhaps one of the most cinematic drives of the trip. serpent-like roads through rolling tea gardens, pine forests, and broom grass fields. We even saw women returning home, carrying tea baskets on their backs. At the hilltop, our driver showed us the distant view of Nepal, with Panatanki being the nearest border point. We stopped at Mirik Viewpoint and enjoyed the panoramic landscape. Then visited Bokar Nagetan Chokha Ling Institute, a monastery where monks live a life of practice and study. Inside, the monks were playing traditional Tibetan wind instruments. The sound created an atmosphere beyond words, peaceful, mystical, unforgettable. We also visited Mirik Lake, still beautiful, still timeless. Our final destination that evening was near the Nepal border. At exactly the right moment, sunset began. The sun slowly disappeared behind clouds and mountains. Golden light touched the hills. Time slowed down, and we simply watched. And just like that, our North Bengal journey came to an end. Travel ends, but the feeling never does. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe to Whispers of the Earth. Your support helps these stories travel further. Until the next journey, keep traveling, keep discovering, and keep listening to the whispers of the earth.